Have you seen Kevin Nealon's show where he goes on a hike?
I think we showed it on the show once before when he went on a hike with
Bella Thorne. So just like Bill Maher, Kevin Nealon's like got the Bill Maher syndrome. And he even did a disgusting brothers thing with Bella Thorne. Bella Thorne was on his show. I believe we watched that too.
Yeah.
And he was all into her hooters, her big tits. They can't get over her tits, which aren't even anything that catch my eye. But they're constantly, him and Bill Maher, like, think Bella Thorne is like Pamela Anderson.
You're a small tit man.
So, he's today booming out with NoHo Hank, who I love. Do you guys know NoHo Hank from Barry?
They know him. They love him.
I'll tell you this. I had a dream about like hanging out with NoHo Hank, and it made me like really like him as a person. And then I had this doctor who in my mind is exactly NoHo Hank, this new doctor I was going to. So I feel like I've had recently a dream about NoHo Hank, and then I have a doctor who really resembles NoHo Hank to the point where when I imagine my doctor, I'm imagining NoHo Hank talking to me. So in my mind,
gotten an interaction with him where did you talk about that already?
No. Well, it's not that I don't want to. I just don't have the time right now. Frankly.
He was late, as doctors are, and
the
then
doctor was late.
Forced him to apologize for being late, and he did.
I did force the NoHo Hank doctor to apologize to me for being late, and he wouldn't. It was like a show where I'm like, wow, is it usually this long of a wait? And he goes, oh yeah, long wait, huh? Yeah. Well, anyway, and I go, you're not going to say it? Like, really, it was a Larry David paced. You're not going to say anything? And he's like, what do you want me to say? I'm sorry. I go, you should apologize for being that late. But I don't remember what actually happened, but it was very...
You told me that he eventually did apologize.
Yes, of course. But it was very... In this moment, we were like at a standoff. Like, he got a spark in his eyes, like a NoHo Hank vibe. And he went with his gut, like he wasn't going to apologize, and he was going to... But then he realized, like, in real time that he can't do that, but that's crazy. So he, like, got back into professional mode. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to be going back to that guy. This is what he does to me when he comes in the room. This is what he does. He looks you dead in the eye and he goes, and you're like, ugh, enough. He really puts a lot of, this is what he did. He walks in the room and goes, Mike.
Well, what are you scared?
Like,
shake the man's hand.
I go, please, doctor, sit. No, I did not put up with it. And I don't need to see him anymore because my lab results came back and I am 100% perfect. There's no problems with me. No problems with me at all, blood-wise, this time. So,
it's amazing.
Okay, so I feel like I do have a connection with NoHo Hank. Like more than your average, just I like his character on the TV. So here's... NoHo Hank, and I'll show you. He'll pop on the screen. I hope you guys know this guy. He's so nice, but he's such a pushover. He doesn't know, like everybody in interviews just wants to ask him about NoHo Hank, and they want NoHo Hank, this guy here. What's his name? Anthony Carrigan. So the guy just gives in and just becomes, he like knows that.
He's not really Chechen. He doesn't
No, he's just a regular white guy with alopecia. He's not gay. He doesn't have an accent. He's just a regular guy. But they're all like, do the voice, do the voice. And he just kind of hangs his head and does it. And I feel like people walk all over him. And you'll see Kevin Nealon do that here. Let's just get a feel for what's going on. Here they are.
Can't believe I'm hiking with you. I mean, you came out of the gate. You came out of nowhere.
I literally didn't exist.
And then
I emerged from the void.
Watch how he treats you. It's so...
just surprised everyone.
And then I'm watching Barry, Bill Hader. We all love Bill Hader. And then you come on the scene. And I'm like, who's this guy? This guy's amazing. You know, Soho Hank.
Yeah.
And,
oh, NoHo. I mean, Soho, I think
NoHo?
Did you hear what just happened? He goes, man, I love this. This guy is the best character I've ever seen. You're the best. And then calls him, instead of NoHo Hank, SoHo Hank. Listen to this lead up now that you know that's coming. This is so cruel. And NoHo had to sit there and go, it's actually NoHo.
He
And
almost
doesn't even phase Kevin.
He almost didn't want to and just let it go. And
Yeah,
then he
but he's
realized,
like,
I just have to.
I can't
It's
let
too
it go.
embarrassing.
So they're on this hike. The camera, it's just him and Kevin, by the way. There's no crew. It's just him and Kevin is holding a selfie stick. And Kevin's booming out. Watch this.
Just wow, you can't get over this view.
Can't believe I'm hiking with you. I mean, you came out of the gate. You came out of nowhere.
I literally didn't exist.
And then
I emerged from the void, and
You did.
yeah, just surprised everyone.
And then I'm watching Barry, Bill Hader. We all love Bill Hader. And then you come on the scene. And I'm like, who's this guy? This guy's amazing. You know, SoHo Hank.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, NoHo. I mean, SoHo.
Is it NoHo?
Yeah, that's gonna be.
oh man, I gotta redo my,
That's
I
gonna
guess
be-
I'm not such a big fan.
I get it all, honestly. I mean, and people are like genuine.
You don't
fans,
have
too.
to
They'll be
clean
like,
this
yeah,
up
I
for
know.
him.
Yo, bro, I love you, man. NoHo Frank, that guy's amazing.
That never happens.
Frank.
He's the best.
Who came up with the name?
Bill. Yeah.
Ooh. Poor NoHo, man. Save NoHo. He's getting stepped on all over in Hollywood. Everyone's treating him like shit. Was there anything else funny?
Here, try to see if you can find one of the parts where he goes, do that. He just, the whole walk.
He's making him do the voice until eventually he just gives in and just does the character the whole walk. Because he knows that Kevin doesn't care about talking to the actor. It's really bizarre. Let's see.
You should work out more.
You know, you're getting a little bit close
See?
to the shoulder, so you know, maybe just overcorrect. You know.
So now he's forced to do his character from the show, but with very poor writing, as he's not a comic or a comedian.
Like, go to 7 minutes in.
Okay, watch this. It gets really pathetic, and Kevin just walks
This is
all
just an
over this thing.
example of what
There
it
we go.
is.
Hank. Yeah.
And I do have sunscreen on, so ultimately this is just.
Here.
I don't even know how a hat works.
He's wearing a
I
hat.
definitely do. I mean,
You
I
do?
have to. You know,
You have to?
with this dome, I gotta know how a hat works.
There's the real.
Yeah.
There's the NoHo.
Here we go.
Hank.
There's the
Yeah.
And I do
NoHo.
have sunscreen on, so ultimately this is just.
Yeah.
This is just a costume.
And
piece.
slow
Now
down,
you look
Kevin.
like NoHo Hank.
Yeah, this is just a very expensive,
What would
very,
No-
very, very expensive hat. You know.
What would NoHo Hank say about wearing a hat?
Listen,
What would NoHo Hank say?
those UV rays, like what are they at now? UV40, I think.
Yeah.
You know, those UV40 rays are, you know, they're
This is
killer.
not as good as No. It almost ruins NoHo Hank from the show. Because the writing is so good, but then when he's forced to come up, which I don't even know if legally he
You're
should
not
be
supposed to
doing.
go, do Hank, do Hank.
Do a Hank, and now
just
he's
said-
forced to come up with hilarious one-liners
Well,
and stuff.
what was the prompt? He just said, what would NoHo Hank say about wearing a hat? It's
Yes.
like, give me something better than this.
So, and then I'm telling you, the actor just gives up and just does the voice throughout the entire interview now.
So you just got to make sure to, you know, SPF yourself up and,
Yeah.
you know, make sure you, spiff.
And he's
right?
bombing.
That's what they say. You know, spiff
Yeah.
yourself.
Spiff yourself. What's the highest sunblock you use?
Remember, he doesn't have an accent.
Let's see. I think, you know, I special order mine, right?
So he's just doing the character now. But he doesn't want to be. He knows this isn't right. They don't do this to other actors where they're like, be the guy for the whole walk.
Dubrovnik. And, yeah, it goes all the way up to 300.
And what about dark chocolate? What percentage?
Ooh, wow. There's a percentage.
Yeah.
Give me 100% of it. That's great. Yeah, I'll take 100% of your chocolate.
Nice.
You know?
So
Remember, that is not his voice. He's just keeps doing that now. And he gets like more aggravated and sad about it as it goes on. It really diminishes. And Beta.
And he's treating him like he's like his little slave.
And he's walking
boy,
so
Sherpa.
fast, at a rude speed. So we
I
thought
might
that was
have to start tuning into every ep of this.
I know.
Nealon
Keep an eye on this
show.
Kevin Nealon. He is out of it, man.